Hello and welcome to this edition of Temple Update. I'm Beccah Hendrickson.
And I'm Nick Cutrona. We begin this edition of Temple Update with the end of a Temple tradition.
It's an event students have looked forward to each April, but Spring Fling is no more. Temple Update's Simone Cucurulo explains why the university has decided to end the annual festival.
Spring Fling 2013 will be Temple's last. Many students are wondering why the event is canceled, and the university says alcohol is a main reason.
We can no longer, in good conscience, responsibly host and sponsor an opportunity for students to drink excessively in a high-risk fashion.
The decision comes after the death of Westchester student Allie Fosnaught last year at an off-campus party after the Fling festivities officially ended.
We still are grieving the passing of this young woman. We really did decide to take this opportunity to look at Spring Fling, and we really realized that it's just not the same event that it used to be.
Student body president Darren Bartholomew has mixed emotions regarding the decision. However, he is hopeful that the change will present an opportunity to create new spring events on campus.
I understand the frustrations, but I think it's important for students to know that there will still be a series of events or something to replace this, and they should look forward to that.
Many students do not agree with getting rid of Spring Fling and have taken to social media sites like Twitter and Facebook to express their disappointment. Even the hashtag #SaveTU Spring Fling was trending in the Philadelphia area.
I feel really disappointed in the decision.
Because of one person's mistake, we all have to suffer.
That's unfair for them to take that away from us. That's like our one time to really let loose and have fun.
So despite the negative reaction from many students, it seems that the second to last Wednesday in April will now be much quieter at the Bell Tower. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Simone Cucurulo.
With the semester in full swing, new and returning owls made their way back to the nest. Students moved into their new residence halls such as 1940, 1300, and Temple Towers, just to name a few. The biggest move-in attraction was Morgan Hall, the brand new 25-story res hall, which was opened this year.
Morgan Hall is clearly the most visible change on campus. It's a transformation to the Temple grounds that is beyond anything the students and community members have seen in decades. Temple Update's Nicole Bernier checked out the new view.
Morgan Hall overlooks Broad Street, and the new complex stretches to over 25 stories high. Named after Board of Trustees member Mitchell Morgan and his wife Hillary, Morgan Hall is home to more than 1,200 freshmen, transfer, and upperclassmen.
It is many years in the making, this project. And so we really started several years ago with working with students about what they wanted and how their residential experience could be benefited.
And they came through.
It's a really nice residence hall. I mean, I got like a kitchen, I have 2 bathrooms, I have living space, TV, all that included.
And in addition to that, there's a green space open to the Temple community.
Kind of like an open community out here. Like you'll see, yesterday I think we had the marching band come up and just play in the middle. Apparently there's a trampoline now. It's pretty open.
We really wanted to connect the Temple landscape with the city of Philadelphia. And we're obviously right on top of the Cecil B. Morris subway station, so students can easily access the city whenever they want.
After years in the making and hundreds of millions of dollars spent, Morgan Hall is proving to be an important part of the Temple community. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Nicole Bernier.
What's the buzz on the south end of campus? The new dining facilities are officially open and students can't wait to check it out. Update's Alexandra Gallo went for a quick bite.
The dining facilities are on the first and second floor of the new 24-story residence hall located on Broad and Cecil B. Tony Luke seems to be the favorite, while there is also a diner and spots to get pizza, barbecue, Indian, and much more. So how does it work? Temple Dining Marketing Manager Nate Quinn explains.
We accept all kinds of payment: cash, credit, debit, diamond dollars, and meal plan. So you can use your meal plan at all of our locations except for the coffee kiosk, which is licensed by Starbucks, and they don't allow us to accept meal plans there, unfortunately. And the other place you can't use your meal plan is just the sit-down section of the diner.
Throughout the summer, many students were wondering the same thing. Will Morgan Hall be open in time for the fall semester? TU Dining made it their top priority for that to happen.
This is the first day of classes. That was our target date, to be fully open. So we didn't quite make it, but we're very close to being fully open. We actually are, all of our locations are open, and all of our locations are serving most of their entire menu.
Both new and returning students agree that the anticipation was worth the wait.
I looked at it online and it looked nice, but I never thought in a million years it would actually be this nice when you actually got here. I'm really impressed.
I want to try everything, really. I just want to get around, just experience everything so I can tell other people.
And there's still much more to come from the dining facilities at Morgan Hall, including updated menus and fourth meal hours. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Alexandra Gallo.
Hundreds of area vendors, student organizations, and campus departments set up tables along Leacourse Walk as part of the annual Welcome Week celebration last Thursday. The Temple Fest Outdoor Festival gave students the opportunity to explore everything Temple has to offer. Students and their families enjoyed music, food, giveaways, and games while getting a taste of Temple.
The class of 2017 received a warm welcome from the university during Friday's convocation. President Neil Theobald and the provost of the university, Hai Lung Dai, were just a few of the speakers who greeted the new set of undergraduate students. The ceremony also bled cherry and white with entertainment from the Diamond Gems dance team, who got the new students excited for the upcoming semester.
Before students made their way to the Leacourse Center for Convocation, the School of Media and Communications held their own welcoming ceremony. The new class of SMC students arrived at Mitten Hall last Friday, where they were greeted with a free t-shirt, met faculty from the school, and students listened to peer and alumni speakers who shared their experiences.
Coming up on Temple Update, the changing of weather can make staying healthy a bit harder. Charles Watson gives us tips on how to kick that summer cold.
And the football team held their media day, where they talked about what to expect from the opening game against Notre Dame.
All that and much more coming up on Temple Update.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
It's close enough.
Huh. Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
With the transition from high school to college, it can be hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Updates Charles Watson has more.
Staying healthy on a college campus is hard. Constantly touching things, germs are nearly impossible to avoid. Trying to keep up with good health can sometimes leave a dizzying effect.
They're wiping their noses and they're going to the bathroom.
We checked Consumer Reports' website and they say maintaining good health is no easy task, but can be done. Consumer Reports suggests adults 18 and older get vaccinated. The seasonal flu vaccination is one of the recommendations. Temple requires students living in residence halls to have the meningitis vaccine. Donna Griffin is a licensed practical nurse at Boys Latin Charter School. She works with young people on a daily basis and stresses the importance of getting vaccinated.
It is very important that students are vaccinated according to state law for the prevention of disease and illness. it helps in so many ways.
I just got all like the general vaccinations. I like to consider myself as like a pretty normal person. I have a pretty regular immune system.
Reports also magnify staying clean. Avoid infection by washing your clothes regularly. Temple University senior Amani Sabor could very well be considered a pro at keeping things tidy and well kept.
Things get dirty, they attract rodents, and that's something that you don't want. You always want to have like a clean environment.
Consumer Reports says all-purpose cleaners do a great job sanitizing surfaces like sinks, countertops, and doorknobs. There is one old-school method that prevails.
The thing I could stress is hand washing, hand washing, hand washing. I cannot stress that enough.
Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Charles Watson.
While new students are warming up to campus, Temple athletes are warming up for the new season. Let's head over to Rich Fogel standing by at the sports desk for the latest on the Cherry and White.
Thanks, Nick. Welcome back, Owl fans. I'm Rich Fogel here at the sports desk. Temple men's basketball. The Owls will officially enter the all-new American Athletic Conference for the start of play this weekend. This Temple football team is producing the most hype on campus right now, as they are set to take on BCS runner-up Notre Dame in the season opener on Saturday in historic South Bend, Indiana. Tommy Sladek sat in on Media Day to get an inside look into game day.
Coming off a 4-8 season, Temple football has their hands more than full with college football powerhouse Notre Dame. But with a new coach, new conference, and new quarterback, the Owls are setting their goals on new heights.
I think playing at Notre Dame is going to be great. You're going to have to drown out the noise of the crowd, because once the ball hits your hand, it's a football game.
According to CBS Sports, the Owls are ranked 98 out of 126 for Division I football teams. Notre Dame is 16th on a national scope. These statistics, however, are not fazing the Owls.
At the end of the day, everyone starts 0-0. The season will play out as it does, but it definitely gives you motivation. The more doubters you have, the more you want to prove them wrong.
The term Temple Tough has been thrown around over the last couple of years, and that's a term that Coach Chaney came up with, and so it's one that I love. But the biggest thing for me is, tough to me means you get up and you get it done every day. It's not just banging your head against the wall. You play with energy, you play full out, and I want to be a team that people want to come watch play.
With Game 1 against last year's national contender, the Owls will have to take that Temple Tough attitude from 10th and Diamond to South Bend.
You get to that point in camp, as camp ends, you're tired of hitting each other, you're ready to see some new colors. Our offense is meant to take it one play at a time. We're not trying to win the game on every play. We're going to go down the field play by play, dink and dunk. We may take a shot every now and then, but we're going to move the chains, and that's our goal. So we're not trying to win the game on every play. In the end, it'll happen.
Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Tommy Sladek.
No better test for the Owls' young talent than to put them up against the Fighting Irish. Let's check out some sports desk keys to the game. Notre Dame has lost a few players to the NFL, most notably linebacker Manti Te'o. Quarterback Everett Golston is suspended for the season with eligibility issues. With that said, the Owls will still have to fight to move those chains as they are faced with last season's #1 defense, as the Fighting Irish allowed a NCAA low 10 points per game. For all you Cherry and White fans who will not be making the trip to the Cathedral of College Football in South Bend among 80,000 screaming fans, you can tune in to NBC Sports Saturday at 3:30. From the Cathedral of College Football in Indiana to the historic cathedrals of Europe, Temple men's basketball embarked on the program's first ever European tour earlier this month. But not just for vacation. The Owls faced 4 professional teams on the trip, making stops in Paris, Nice, Florence, and Rome, going 2-2. As described by Coach Fran Dunphy, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, both educational and basketball-wise. For all the latest on Temple athletics and for live updates this weekend from Notre Dame, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at @TU_SportsDesk. Beccah and Nick, back to you.
Thanks, Rich. While most students moved into the new dorms and apartments, members of Temple's Diamond Band spent this week at band camp. From as early as 8 a.m. to as late as 10:30 p.m., Brunner and a group of student leaders auditioned hopeful students and eventually chose a band of 220 students. The rest of the week was dedicated to learning new marches, choreography, and music.
Coming up on Temple Update, rain, rain, go away. Are we expecting more coming our way?
Dan Marcel will have your 5-day forecast. Don't touch that remote, we'll be right back.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
You must be your fairy godmother?
It doesn't take a fairy godmother to tell you that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats. Always choose one that's the right fit for your child's age and size.
Oh, that does make a difference.
Remember, their happily ever afters are in your hands. To find out more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Hope your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Welcome back to Temple Update. Let's head over to Dan Marcel, who's here with the Weekend Weather Watch.
Dan, I know summer vacation is over, but I think we are all hoping the sunny skies will stick around.
Thanks, Beccah. There have been a lot of near misses this week with weather. Unfortunately, we had that storm last night, but it looks like the rain will be moving out for the weekend. Looking at the 5-day forecast, we see those thunderstorms starting to move out. Heading into the weekend, Friday we'll see mostly sunny skies with a high of 86. And that's the same story Saturday and Sunday. Those of you heading to the Made in America Music Festival, you are going to have beautiful conditions all weekend long. Highs in the mid-80s and partly sunny skies. However, Sunday night, the weather will start to shift and we'll see more scattered thunderstorms move into our area. That will continue into Monday, so all of you Labor Day folks looking to start barbecuing, you may want to pack an umbrella too. That's it for this week's Weather Watch. If you want to keep up with us and the latest weather updates, be sure to follow us on Twitter at @TU_WeatherWatch. Sending it back to Beccah and Nick in the studio.
For this first edition of Temple Update, make sure to keep up with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
You can also watch us on Comcast Channel 50 and Verizon Fios Channel 45. For Beccah Hendrickson and the rest of the Update team, I'm Nick Cutrona. To celebrate Temple Update's 25th anniversary, take a look back at our very first show.
Hello, and welcome to Temple Update. I'm Ann Lingerfelter.
And I'm Victoria Lim.
In today's top story, Temple has come under fire recently by the campus's African American Student Union.
Meanwhile, the university is working to improve Greek relations. Temple administration has hired Lois Jones, the first official assistant director of Greek affairs.
Sickle cell anemia hasn't received much publicity in the past, but today here at Temple University Hospital, doctors and nurses got together to make people aware of the painful disease.
Most people know about Paul Palmer and Todd Bowles, but the Owls have a reputation for putting out some good offensive linemen. John Hertz takes a look at this year's group of blue-collar workers.
It's usually the McNairs and the Draytons and the Bakers who get all the accolades for Temple's offense. But without these guys, Temple's offensive line, the offense doesn't go anywhere.
I'm Ann Lingerfelter. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good day.